the brand new 2023 S1000RR M package. Alright, so it does do stoppies. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, back with another video, this time on the brand new 2023 S1000RR M package. This is honestly obviously my favorite looking. I love the white, I always said that. So the white with the livery, it just looks really good on this bike. I already showed you guys my first time seeing one of the newer 23. It wasn't an M package, but still, and it definitely looks better in person. It looks very aggressive. I love the new side design right here. The carbon wheels, I added the little M livery on it, which I appreciate, because on the older models you could never tell if it had carbon wheels. Now if it has that M livery, that means the bike got carbon wheels. This bike is already nicely done up. It's already like kind of the max spec, because you can spec these bikes when you get them. So I already had all the carbon fiber parts, and you know, the levers, the rear sets, all the extra fancy stuff, and it had a good amount of aftermarket stuff as well. It has radiator guards, it has a new Illenberger full race belly pan, which looks really good with the stock exhaust, because it covers, you know, the cat resonator and all that stuff. So it definitely like makes it look like it fit better, because usually I really like getting rid of all that get headers for these bikes just to clean up the look, but this kind of hides it, so it looks a lot better. And of course, you know, the extra carbon fiber always ties up. This was aftermarket as well. It's the original BMW from the dealership, but you know, it was added on top of it, which definitely looks a lot cleaner. It has the tinted windscreen that is actually from my M1000RR, the Rizoma Stealth, and a tail tidy as well. So the bike definitely is perfect. Oh, and I forgot to mention a major thing. Of course, this bike is tuned by Brent Tuning. It just got unlocked. I think it has like barely over 400 miles. The minimum to unlock this motorcycle is 400 miles. So as soon as it got unlocked, yeah, 416 miles. As soon as it got unlocked, Brent Tuning took care of the tune, velocity stacks on this bike. So it's definitely not a stock bike. You know, it has velocity stacks and a tune, and the relocated IT sensor to the front right there, if you guys can see it. So definitely has a lot of good stuff, parts on it. And one more thing, this bike has actually been lowered an inch, so you guys can see the lowering link from BT Moto as well, which is gonna feel a little off, but Troy told me that this bike has actually been really well balanced. So you're like, apparently I'm not gonna not like it, because usually I don't like lowered bikes. If you guys didn't know, my H2 is lowered an inch, just like this one, but apparently the H2 sits a bit lower, so it feels lower. So this one should feel better. We don't have too much gas, but we're not going on too far for a ride. Just so you know, a first ride test drive of this beast. Still new. I think it needs to like have some miles put on it, because it literally just got tuned. So that looks a little different. On the older ones, there's no kind of like lines. It's just kind of like a solid, I don't know, you know, little details here and there. Another cool thing, I already put it in Race Pro 1. I changed a bunch of the settings, and you can actually, on this bike, you have a stoppie mode. So there's literally, it's under ABS. I wanted to find out where it is. And under ABS, if you put the ABS at like a certain level, I forgot what number it was, it allows the back to come up a little bit, but not obviously too much. So it's literally called a stoppie. So like, it's kind of crazy that a bike from factory will allow you, just like wheel control now has a stopping mode, that like I feel like is very important and will be very beneficial for a lot of people, especially newer riders. Because I always tell people, like, if you want to get a leader bike that's safe, fast, does everything right, get an S1000RR, because these bikes are honestly like so easy to ride and very bulletproof, and they do everything right. This bike, by the way, belongs to the PDM Brands. They're going to be giving it away. It's a little painful to say that because this bike is very pretty. They bought it brand new and it has already like about $5,000 worth of parts with the tuning and all that stuff in it. So the fact that this is being given away is absolutely crazy. So go check them out. And yeah, you buy some of their merch and you get entered. Last giveaway they gave away an R1, the anniversary edition, and this time they're giving away this beautiful S1000RR M package 2023. All right, let's get this ride going. I'm definitely excited to ride this. The brakes feel, oh, I'm holding it. Honestly, I already feel like solid. Let me adjust the mirrors because we do have those amazing stealths. I can't see nothing from here. That should be good enough. And we have GP shift, so hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie, all I can think about is the stoppy mode. I really want to test it out. Okay, not bad for a little U-turn with the bike being lowered. It definitely feels off. I already feel the difference. It's not, definitely not nearly as bad as the H2. I thought it's gonna be way worse than the H2, where it just like feels very like heavy. Obviously the H2 is heavier. I forgot, if you guys didn't know, just like the old BMWs, they have the hold, which honestly is so nice. Like when you're at a stoplight at a little angle, the bike, you just hold the brake a little bit and it has that hold sign and the bike won't move. You can't shake it up and down, so it's like perfect for that. Oh, I've been riding my new Rush, so it has regular shifting, not GP shifting. And now I have to think about doing GP shift. Why do I always do this to myself? I hate switching back and forth. Alright, so it does do stoppies. It went a little too high. Yeah, because it says, I think 25 degrees the angle. I think I went a little higher. So I didn't feel it kick in. The bike is lowered, but I still can't put the power down. So yeah, the ABS is still on and it still did a stoppie. But I'm not gonna lie, like I let go of the brake myself because I don't know, like it's kind of like wheelie control. If you've ever tried wheelie control, you can't trust it right away. You're like, I don't know, is it gonna stop? I don't want to do a front flip. So just like wheelie control, I didn't feel it like kick in, and I'm not really supposed to, I don't know, like if I'm supposed to just kind of like full on like stop. Oh, there's no other bike that is as smooth as these BMWs. They're absolutely crazy. It still feels very nimble, to be honest, for a lowered bike. It definitely doesn't feel like it takes a little bit more to get it, but once it's like going, leaning, then it just kind of leans. It definitely needs a little bit more. The brakes aren't as touchy on this bike. Usually I do the stoppies on the R1. The R1, I feel like it just grabs really easy. I don't have to brake that hard for it to do a stoppie. The bike feels really fast. As smooth as always. I don't know if I can it feels a little more aggressive, but also at the same time it's not like coming up as much, and that's assuming probably because if the bike is lowered, so that definitely has a big factor, because an inch is like a good amount, and it's lowered an inch front and rear to balance it out properly as well, not just on one side. Nah. Yeah, I'm kind of like a little worried because that one time it came up a little higher than I expected it to. So I don't know where its limit. I need to find that out. And I can't do stoppies as good as I do wheelies. I don't do either very well, but like I definitely don't do as much stoppies as I do like wheelies. So it's a little scary testing it out for sure. I'd definitely be very, very curious to like do this one against an M1000RR. This feels like very good. Obviously, like because the bike is lowered, it feels different. It definitely feels a lot more stable. Like I feel like if I really wanted to put the keep the wheel down, I could easier. But on my M1000 or other M1000s, it's definitely a lot harder. Of course, we still got the cruise control. A fan favorite. Heated grips, so it still has like a lot of the technology on this bike is absolutely crazy. I can't stop thinking about this stoppie mode because like it's so like unique and unheard of. I want to be like do a little more testing, but it's not my bike, you know. So at the same time, it's like, do I want to like trust these electronics full on? The bike being lower, definitely very different geometry when I'm leaning. I feel like I'm already gonna touch the floor. Oh man, these two vehicles look good together. The white with the carbon fiber on both of them. I almost forgot how to shift to first gear because of the GP shift. I mean, definitely like an inch is not that bad. I personally definitely still feel the difference. And I prefer like regular height overall. Just it feels better, you know, leaning and all that, and you have more angle and stuff like that, but it's not bad at all. It's definitely like better than I expected it to be. The bike is still very light and is very flickable, so I still don't mind it. Yeah, the ABS is definitely like kicking in, because if it's completely off, then it would have definitely done a stop you with that hard of braking. Alright, we'll do one more right here. Hopefully I don't flip forward on a bike that is not mine. Yeah, I think I felt the electronics kick in, like it didn't want to go, and then it kind of like let it lift up a little bit. But still, I don't know if it barely bounced right there. But still, I don't know if I can like full on trust it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, definitely it works. Because with this one kind of I went like heavy and then I went more, and then I felt like the difference. But yeah, definitely what's tricky about it is that in the start it feels like the bike doesn't want to do a stoppie unless you're really braking really hard, you know what I mean? Yeah, sorry to make most of this video about the stoppie, but it's just such an intriguing, like, you know, new piece of technology that I really wanted to test. Overall, I think the bike feels very, very different. It's still a K67 engine, not a K66 like the M1000RR, so it's still different. But yeah, beautiful bike. It does have upgraded engine parts, so it should feel better. And I don't know, it felt a little bit more aggressive. Apparently they made a lot of like changes to make it feel more like an M1000, like gearing wise and engine parts. Still not like obviously the same engine, still different engines, but you know, they obviously did small little upgrades that, like, I feel like the average rider like us on a little ride like that won't really feel. Overall the bike felt good and aggressive and fast. But yeah, BMW always impresses. They did it again, especially with all those new cool technologies and stuff like that. Let's see if we can get another like stoppie or something like that in here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think about the new 2023 S1000RR M package. And yeah, if you want to win this bike, get entered at the PDM Brands. Check them out on Instagram. I'll leave a link also in the video for you guys, and you can buy merch and get entered to win this crazy motorcycle. Peace out and ride safe, guys.